Hello everyone. I welcome you to this another training, the topic of which is what is your self-image? Every day I meet many people. I have conversations with various types of people, and it is really shocking for me to see that many of them don't hold a very good self-image for themselves. Also, I found out that many of them are not thinking very good of themselves. This absolutely was startling for me. And when I read about many people and the researches that were done on this topic of self-image, I found out some fantastic facts to share with you. So here I am today, Dr. Pallavi Kher, sharing this wonderful topic of self-image because I believe that if you want to become a great manifester, if you want to become a manifester of miracles, then the key factor is your self image. Why? Because your inner world makes your outer world. So, whatever results you are getting in your outer world are nothing but the reflection of your inner world. Now, what is your inner world? Yes, your inner world is about your thoughts, feelings, your mindset, and everything of that arises from your self image. So, my question to you at the beginning of the session is what is your self image? And if you think that you're not getting any clarity about it, then let me explain this a little bit more in detail. So, give me your permission to share my screen with you. Let's move ahead. If you can see in my screen, these are the four areas that we are going to work upon. Why are you here? What is your reality? What, what is the difference between the winners and the masses? And how to change your self image? So, my question to you is why are you here? Have you ever thought about it? Many of you must be thinking that we are born as human beings. And of course, we human beings are on planet Earth. And that's why we are here. But then, what is the purpose, main purpose of you being on this planet Earth? You don't know that you are God's greatest creation. And you are created to enjoy all that life has to offer. It is as simple as it sounds. So, the main purpose of you being here on this earth is to experience joy, to experience love. Very simple. But then, if it is so simple, why don't we experience it more often? And why don't we see it often within people's minds and hearts around us? That's a tricky question. But then you're meant to win. Yes, you're meant to win. You're not born to feel frustrated, to feel irritated, or to feel dissatisfied. But what is the reality? You might be thinking that this sounds good while listening to it or while hearing these great words. But the reality is that most of the people around us are not living this kind of life. They are not in that emotional or mental state where they can experience joy and love that life has to offer. And it seems that they are ever running on a treadmill, going nowhere. They don't know where they are going. They are just going for their jobs, they are trying to earn a lot of money, they get married, they create children, and they just keep on things because other people around them are also doing the same and they are also living the same lives. So most of us are caught in the zone of conformity, and most of them are struggling to make ends meet. They are also working hard to keep a relationship together, and they never seem to be enjoying what they have got. If you relate to this, then raise your hand because in today's times, all of us, all of us have experienced this kind of emotional state at least once in our lifetime. And We are absolutely unaware how our hidden self image controls our life like the mind controls us. Now, in our last videos, we have seen how our subconscious mind is actually controlling and ruling our life. We think that we are making decisions, we are doing everything. But it is your subconscious mind which is giving order to your conscious mind, and it is deciding your actions and behaviors. So, your self image, what is your self image? Your self image is how do you see yourself? Image is just like if you stand in front of a mirror, you see your reflection in the mirror, right? Similarly, every one of us has a particular image of ourselves in our mind. And this self image controls the behavioral patterns and responses to the situation. So, I will just give you an example. For example, a child is in fifth grade and he always gets in all the exams D grade. And then when his parents are upset and he is told to study harder, then he really studies hard and he gets B plus grade. Now, till for many exams he got D plus D, and now he gets B plus. But his self image about himself is that I deserve D. I don't deserve B plus. I deserve D. So even if he got this B plus grade, again in the upcoming exams, he will get D grade. Why? Because from the atmosphere around him, from his parents or teachers, and from himself, he has got this message that he cannot score more marks than grade D, or he deserves to get only grade D and not more than that. The similar patterns take place in our lives. The similar things happen in our life when we grow up. We think that we can earn only X amount of money. For example, if someone has income of $1,000, then earning $5,000 is something which is beyond reach for him. And he never thinks that it is possible. He thinks that maybe his upper limit, his threshold is to earn $2,000 or $3,000 per month. But $5,000, oh my God, that is too much. That is huge. How can I do that? So, your self image is about that person who can earn not more than $2,000. Now, even if there are opportunities, your mind will never allow you to take action towards that opportunity of earning $5,000. Or your self image will always try to keep you in that safe zone, in that comfort zone where you feel absolutely comfortable and safe to earn $1,000 per month. This is the reason why most of the people around us cannot change their reality because because they are not doing anything to change their self image. And this is the main difference in between winners and the masses. So, what is the difference between winners and masses? Winners are aware of their higher self. They know what their higher self is. They have already invested their energy and they have already used their faculties, mental faculties like imagination and visualization to create the image of their higher self. It expresses itself in a greater way. And how does it express? By taking the advantage of the opportunities around them, by looking for the opportunities towards their dreams, by being ready to change anything so that they can reach their goal and match up with their image of higher self. Winners call into their higher self to turn their dreams into reality. So they don't operate from their past patterns of thinking. They just start taking action from their emerging future. What is my emerging future, or what is the image, the winner's image in my mind asks me to do? They do that. And examples are many in this world, but the prominent ones are Thomas Edison, Wright brothers, then Albert Einstein, we all know, Newton, Graham Bell, changed our perception to the world forever. Just 300 to 400 years back, had anyone imagined to talk on a phone or to have a conversation with a person who is living in another country? Absolutely not. In fact, if someone had done that, they used to ridicule him because it is not possible. Yes, they were right. It was not possible at that time. But Graham Bell believed in this possibility. It was not present then, but He created that self image of himself that one day he will create this dream into reality. He'll turn this dream into reality. And today it is so real that we can't just talk on phone, but we can interact through video calls also. It started from that invention of telephone. So your self-image is reflected in the results of your life, like your income, relationships, business, position at your work, and your appearance as well. Yes, your physical appearance, the way you dress up. So what is your self-image? Just to see that, look into your life now. How are you showing up in your relationship? How are you showing up at your work? And what do you think about your own appearance? So whatever the results you are carrying in all these areas is nothing but the reflection of what you think about yourself, what you feel about yourself. How do you see yourself as? So trying to change the results. Now many people might be asking, if I want to earn more money, then I need to work on money area. If I want to improve my relationship, I need to work on my relationship area. But then trying to change the results, specifically like money, health, or relationship, is just like changing the reflection in the mirror without changing your own appearance. It is just like you are standing in front of the mirror and you don't like what you see in the mirror, and then you're taking some instruments to change the reflection. You're trying hard to change what is visible in the mirror. Do you think that it is possible? Absolutely not. Because any other person will give you an advice. Change your appearance because what you see in the mirror is nothing but what you are. This is just like the results of your life. The results of your life is nothing but the image of your own self image. So, if you want to work on all these results, first you need to work upon yourself. First, you need to work upon your own self image. Winner wishes abundance and plenty for all and sees harmony in all the situations. But most of the people, when they don't think like a winner, when the situation is not right, they think that this is not the right time to go ahead. They start operating from fear. They think that now this might not be good for me. And they become the victims of the stories and downloading that is created in their mind. But winners are not the victims, they are the victors. They know that this is an opportunity for me to create my highest possible self, to discover my highest potential, and to manifest abundance in health, wealth, and relationships. So now the question might be in your mind, how to change this self image? I understand that self image is important. So here is a wonderful formula that I am sharing with you all. Number one step is fantasize about your dream life. That means visualize what your dream life looks like. Just use this power of imagination and take a moment. Be fearless and bold. Thinking about what you or others might be thinking, just keep on fantasizing about your dream life. Now, once you are done with this, there is a step two. Ask yourself these two questions. Number one, am I able to turn my fantasy into a fact? If this is your dream life, how can I turn it into reality? Am I able to turn my fantasy into a fact? It's a very important question because if the answer is I am not able to turn my fantasy into a fact in the present time, then the next answer to that is then I will make myself able, because many times we need to learn certain skills, we need to take or absorb some specialized knowledge for that, or we need to work on our mindset or something else. So just find out that factor and try to work upon it. But then the second question is, am I willing to accept the failures and ridicules and pay the price? This is a very important question because whenever you start working upon turning your fantasy into a fact, there will be failures. Not one, many failures and rejections as well. People around you may ridicule, and they might be thinking that what you're doing is absolutely ridiculous. But are you ready to pay the price? If the question to this answer is yes, then yes, there is certainly higher possibility that you will create a higher self image for yourself and you will turn your fantasy into a fact. Step 3 is know that all obstacles are illusions and you are capable to do anything. Now, If the answer to question number 1, am I able to turn my fantasy into a fact, is a no, then this is specially for you. Know that your all obstacles are illusion. So the obstacles are nothing but your exams, your tests, to see if you are really determined and passionate for your dream or not. Basically, obstacles are thrown at you to check your determination, to check your readiness, and to check your commitment to your goal. If you pass that exam, if you just get over those obstacles, then there is nothing else that can stop you. And you are innately able to get over them. If you have gotten a problem in your life, I guarantee you that you are already blessed with faculties and abilities to solve that problem. And step number 4 is present yourself in a manner that is consistent with this new winning image. If you have this, particular image, a winner's image in your mind, then make sure that you show up like that person. Make sure that you present yourself in the same manner. If you have that dream, or if you have that fantasy of having an absolutely fit, lean, muscular, and toned body, then present yourself in that manner. How will that person behave like, who matches with this image? Of course, they will exercise daily, they will take care of what they eat and how much they sleep. If you are dreaming of being a wealthy person, then how will this wealthy person behave like in adverse situations? How will they communicate with people around them? How are their people management skills? So you will present yourself in that manner that is consistent with this new winning image. Of course, this requires efforts, this requires work. When you work upon yourself, then you are in that zone where you can change your reality and you can turn your fantasy into a fact. And what will happen if you create this self image? Then you can become whatever you want to, because you're born to be limitless. My dear friends, we have done many efforts, we have put in a lot of energy to change the world around us, to change the behaviors of people around us. But Aldous Huxley says that there is only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and this is your own self. So, this is the basic thought that goes behind this training. And if you work upon yourself, then you will find no need to work upon the people and outside situations, because it is you and it is your self image that is creating your outer world. It is the world around you is nothing but the reflection of yourself, your self image. So, again, the same question I'm asking you: what is your self image? And are you ready to create a new self image for yourself? If yes, then which kind of image are you going to create today? I will be really happy to listen to your answers and to know about your self image and your fantasy. Let me know in the comment section. See you in the next week with some other powerful training related to manifestation. Till then, keep smiling and keep shining. Very happy to share this wonderful knowledge with you. Thank you very much for listening, for your support, and for your cooperation.